Banger after banger.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Big Hero Chris back at you with another one. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, ring the notification bell, leave some comments in the comment section. Hit me up on TikTok, Twitter, while that's still a thing, I guess. I don't know what Elon Musk got going on with his employees and with Twitter and with it possibly shutting down or not shutting down. I don't know. Anyway, hit me up on social media while that's still a thing, I guess. And I'm back with your AEW Full Gear predictions video. It's been a couple weeks since I've done anything on YouTube as far as like uploading content. I just needed a break. Just needed a little break just to, get my mind right, refocus on, building up my channel and all that fun jazz. So I figured what better way to do that than with a predictions video for AEW Full Gear, which is this Saturday. Not Sunday, John Moxley, but Saturday. Anyway, right now, it looks like there is going to be 10 matches on the card. There's going to be a pre-show, what's it called, the 0 hour. I think there's like one match that's been announced for the pre-show already. And like I said, 10 matches on the actual card. And yeah, man, so it's starting off with Rampage this Friday. One of the matches that'll lead into the 0 hour show is going to be between Lance Archer and Ricky Starks, and this is a part of the championship eliminator tournament where whoever wins the tournament will be the new #1 contender and will fight whoever is the AEW champion at Winter is Coming. Right now we already know that Ethan Page is in it and Brian Cage is in it as well. And right now we're waiting to see who will win between Ricky Starks and Lance Archer. I'm thinking not Lance Archer, but Ricky Starks is going to win. And he's going to go on to face Brian Cage at the 0 hour match. And then from there, it'll be Ricky Starks taking on Ethan Page. And that match is going to happen next week on Dynamite. I think it was supposed to originally be on the Full Gear card, but it got bumped over to Dynamite next week. And as far as who wins that, I'm gonna roll with I'm actually gonna pick Ethan Page to win it. I really want Ricky Starks to win, but I feel like with the story they got going on between MJF and John Moxley and the whole firm thing, and is MJF gonna win the title the right way or the wrong way or however he's gonna win it, I feel like that's gonna play a part in this whole storyline. And Ethan Page is going to play a huge part in that as well. So I feel like Ethan Page is going to end up winning the whole entire tournament. Who wins the AEW Championship? I'll get into that in a minute. Yeah, man. So we'll just kick off the predictions video with a triple threat match that was signed this past Wednesday. And it's for the TNT Championship. It will be Powerhouse Hobbs taking on Samoa Joe, taking on the champion Wardlow. And one thing that I will say about this pay-per-view is that although some matches to me are easy to predict, there are some on this card that are not so easy to predict, and this is being one of them. I'm kind of torn between Wardlow and Powerhouse Hobbs winning the championship. I want to lean more towards Powerhouse Hobbs because I feel like this will be a good opportunity for him to get to show off what he can do, him to get more TV time, and him to get some gold around his waist, man. Ricky Starks already was the FTW champion. And I feel like it's time for Powerhouse Hobbs to get some love as well. So I'm going to rock with Powerhouse Hobbs, all the love to Wardlow. I'm digging the whole Samoa Joe heel turn, but I feel like it's Powerhouse Hobbs' turn. Speaking of matches that were just signed this Wednesday on Dynamite, we have for the AEW Trios Championships, we have Death Triangle and Pentagon, Rey Fenix and the Bastard Pac taking on the returning Elite and the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. Now, we've seen vignettes of the Elite being teased the past few weeks with the whole disappearing act, the whole Thanos disappearing snap effect, teasing this very moment. And after their trios match this past Wednesday, the Death Triangle just threw the challenge out and said, the Elite, we're not dumb. We see the videos, we watch the product, we know you're here. Full Gear, let's get it on, let's get it popping. And the Elite accepted the challenge. So it will be the Elite taking on, challenging for the titles that they technically never officially, the titles that they never officially lost versus the current trio champions. And as much as I wish Death Triangle will get a better run with his championships, I feel like they're going to put it back on the Elite. So I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the Elite's going to get the championships back. This match is probably going to be one of the best matches on the card. One of the best matches of the night. Yeah, I feel like the Elite's going to get those championships back. And I also feel like Pac's going to turn heel because he's been pitching this whole hammer thing. Like, he wants Death Triangle to use the hammer. Like, yo, be like me, use this hammer. And I feel like they're not going to go for it. And he's going to snap and just hammer everybody. He's going to turn into a little British Thor or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the Elite win. Pac turns heel. And it will be hammer time. All right, so the next match I want to talk about is going to be inside of a steel cage match. It's going to be Jungle Boy taking on Luchasaurus. Ah, man, honestly, I kind of don't really care about this feud, man. Like, when it first started off between Jungle Boy and Christian Cage, that was pretty cool. Like, the whole heel turn and then Christian proceeding to cook Jungle Boy and his whole entire family for like weeks. That was awesome. And then you had Jungle Boy trying to, like, getting fed up and trying to kill Christian. That stuff was cool. And then the feud ended up cooling off. And then you had the whole thing with Luchasaurus, like, whose side is he on? Is he with Christian? Is he with Jungle Boy? Oh, he's back with Christian. And then, like, it just got to be to the point where I don't care. I'm pretty sure this match will be fine, but honestly, I really don't care, man. Like, this build has been... It's been really weak, man. I don't care. To make a prediction, man, I'm just gonna rock with Jungle Boy and just keep it moving. I really don't care about this feud, man. I'm pretty sure the match itself will be fine, but I just don't care. So we have a tag team match between Darby Allin and Sting taking on Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. And when Jeff Jarrett made his debut in AEW, like, it was really unexpected. I honestly didn't expect Jeff Jarrett to show up. I mean, it makes sense because he has history with Jay Lethal and he has history with Sting. So, like, the feud itself kind of does make sense. And I'm pretty sure this match will be fine. Like, I know one thing everyone's talking about is we all want to see the spot where Jeff Jarrett hits Sting with the guitar. Sting no-sells it, and then he just starts, like, going crazy. That's what we all want to see. As far as who wins, I'm gonna go with Sting. No, it's not screwed. I'm gonna go with Sting and Darby Allin. Yeah, I feel like even though this isn't like Jeff Jarrett's first official AEW match, I feel like if Jay Lethal can take the pin, and it'll be fine. Like, yeah, it'll be okay. Sting and Darby Allin for the win. Let's move on. Let's move on to the TBS Championship match between Nyla Rose, who was the title holder, versus Jade Cargill, who was the actual champion. And this feud has been really goofy, but I like it though. I like the fact that Nyla Rose really just finessed her way into a championship match by just stealing the championship, and it had me thinking, like, why don't more people do this? You know, I guess because in theory this really doesn't make sense, but the fact that Nyla Rose did this just to get under Jade Cargill's skin, just to get a championship match, hey man, you can't knock it, man. You just have no choice but to respect it. I feel like Jade Cargill is going to win. I feel like the match still will be fine. It'll be a pretty entertaining match. Jade Cargill has gotten a whole lot better. Like, she improves with every match she has, so I feel like the match it'll be a fine match. Nothing really to, you know, write home about. It'll be entertaining, but Jade Cargill is gonna win, and she'll once again be, I mean, she'll still be champion, but she'll actually have her championship back. So there you go. There's that. All right, so next up we have Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, taking on the returning, well, not necessarily returning because she's never wrestled in AEW before, but having her first match after 5 years, Saraya, however you say her name. I know she gets mad whenever you mess her name up, but whatever her name is, she used to be Paige. She's going to be wrestling her first match in 5 years. Britt Baker cut a promo on Dynamite this past Wednesday, and it kind of seemed like a face promo. I'm pretty sure she's still the heel, and I'm pretty sure Saraya is still the face, but I'm pretty sure the crowd is going to be more on the side of Britt Baker than Saraya. That's just a feeling I have. I'm not sure if I'm going to be right or not. I might be wrong, but, you know, it is what it is. I mean, what y'all think, man? It's going to be Saraya. You can't have her lose her first match after 5 years, you know what I'm saying? Saraya's got to get the win. And I feel like Britt Baker is gonna go off. Like I don't know. She's probably gonna go off, and this is gonna factor into the interim AEW women's match between Toni Storm and Jamie Hayter. Now, there's been a lot of talks about the whole interim women's championship thing. I know Toni Storm has voiced her frustrations about this because, you know, there isn't a real timetable as to when Thunder Rosa is going to come back, right? And with the whole interim championship thing, like, Toni Storm's been champion for like over 2 months right now. And with this whole interim championship thing, it's kind of like it counts, but not really, because Thunder Rosa is technically still the champion. Now, I feel like, especially with an injury like this, when you don't know when Thunder Rosa is going to come back, I feel like Thunder Rosa should have just been stripped, and you should have and Toni Storm should be like the official legit women's champion. And whenever Thunder Rosa comes back, whenever she's healthy, of course she gets the first crack at whoever the champion is. That being said, this creates an interesting situation because on the one hand, I kind of do want to see Toni Storm and Thunder Rosa go at it because it makes the most sense because of all the reasons I just stated. On the other hand, you have Jamie Hayter, who's been really hot. The crowd has been really behind her. She's been getting a good reaction from the AEW fans. So it's tough. I feel like Toni Storm is gonna win, and somehow, some way, Britt Baker is gonna cost Jamie Hayter the championship. And it's gonna kind of go back to the match they had before. Like, I think it was like the four-way match for the vacated championship. But this time it's gonna lead into an actual feud between Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker, and then you have Toni Storm, who will still be the champion. So there's that. Yeah. So that's my pick. I'm picking Toni Storm to win. Will I be right? Probably not. I don't know. But Toni Storm's gonna win. All right. So now we have a fatal four-way for the Ring of Honor Championship, featuring Sammy Guevara, Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, and the current Ring of Honor champion, who was also on the Masked Singer, Chris Jericho, the Wizard, the Ocho, the Demigod, the late champion, whatever you want to call him, the Pink Dragon, whatever you want to call him. Now these four had a tag team match on Dynamite, which was really fun. So I can imagine that the Fatal 4 would be just as good, maybe even a little bit better. Chris Jericho is going to win. I feel like there's going to be some type of shenanigans, and somehow Chris Jericho is going to sneak out with still being the Ring of Honor champion. I'm ready for this whole Blackpool Combat Club versus the Jericho Appreciation Society. I'm ready for this feud to end because it's been going on for way too long. I feel like it was at its best when Eddie Kingston was involved. Also, the whole thing between Bryan Danielson and Daniel Garcia, that was interesting. But then after that kind of fell off, I feel like the whole feud fell off because it's like this is still going on, right? I'm ready for this to end. I'm ready for them both of these teams to move on to something else. yeah, Chris Jericho's still gonna win. Like, let's move on to something else, man. Because I'm tired. I feel like the match will be fine, but I'm just ready for something else to happen. All right, so now we have the third match in the trilogy between the Acclaimed and Swerve in Our Glory. A whole lot of spooky stuff going on with Swerve. He's cutting off people's fingers and getting Rick Ross involved, and all these accusations going around, and who was holding the camera. Yeah, man, the Acclaimed are gonna win. Straight up, the Acclaimed are gonna win. Swerve's gonna turn heel. I feel we're gonna have a whole bunch of heel turns on this show. We have Swerve, and who else should I say? Britt Baker. She'll still be heel. Pac, he's gonna turn heel. It's gonna be a whole bunch of heel turns. But yeah, man, the Acclaimed's gonna win, and Swerve's gonna end up turning heel officially, for real, and then that'll be that. All right, now it's time for the main event. Enough talking. It's time for the main event between MJF and Jon Moxley. Now, I'm pretty sure we all know MJF is going to win. The thing is, how does MJF win? They've been doing a lot of teasing, a lot of talking. Will MJF turn face? Is he still working with the firm? Is William Regal going to turn his back on Jon Moxley? What's going to happen? I feel like that's been the most intriguing part of this feud as to which way MJF is going to go. I mean, like I said, we all know MJF is going to win, but how does he win, though? It's gonna be either one of three scenarios. Either MJF does it the right way, wins all by himself, does it on his own, and wins the AEW championship, and then everyone's happy, or it's all gonna be a big ruse, and there's gonna be shenanigans, and the firm is gonna reveal that, oh, we were in cahoots with MJF this whole time, and MJF is gonna cheat to win, and he's gonna reveal that he is indeed the devil. Or, so I've seen a lot of people say that William Regal is going to turn on Jon Moxley. Well, I can kind of see that happening, even though that doesn't really make too much sense. Because I was listening to the Public Enemies podcast. Shout out to them guys. I think it was Jizzle that said that how are you gonna have the Blackpool Combat Club when you don't have the dude that's actually from Blackpool, you know? Everyone else is from America except for Claudio, you know what I'm saying? So that doesn't really make too much sense, but it would make sense. But anyway, MJF is gonna win. He's gonna be the new AEW champion. There will be shenanigans. I feel like he's gonna do it I feel like he's gonna he's not going to necessarily use the Dynamite Diamond Ring, but I feel like he's going to use William Regal's brass knucks and get the win that way. And he'll be the new AEW champion. So yeah, man. And as far as this whole, I don't know, because then you still have the whole Ethan Page possibly being the number one contender. But then again, maybe you can have shenanigans like that if it is revealed that the firm and MJF were working together. And then when you get the winner is coming, you can have MJF, no, not MJF, but Ethan Page just kind of throw the match. Maybe they do a finger poke of doom spot, and then MJF which retains like that. And then you can get Ricky Starks back involved somehow. I don't know. But yeah, man. All Out this Saturday, live on pay-per-view, $50. Tony Khan. A lot of people were saying that the build for this show has been kind of weak, and yeah, I can definitely see that. The actual card looks really good though. Like, I feel like it's gonna be a good night for wrestling, a good show. But overall, man, what do you guys think? Are you excited for Full Gear? What are some of your predictions? Of course, I'm gonna do the predictions community posts as always. But yeah, man, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Of course, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. You guys take care. Be easy. I'm out. Peace.